Did you know? In ancient Chinese legends, there was a man full of knowledge and overflowing with talent. He should have become the top scholar in the imperial exams, but because of his extremely ugly appearance, the emperor refused to appoint him. Frustrated and unwilling to accept this injustice, he chose to end his life by crashing against a palace pillar. But his fate did not end there. King Yama in the underworld was so moved by his loyalty and righteousness that he made him the master of ghosts, in charge of hunting demons. That man is Zhong Kui. In today's video, we'll talk about the story of Zhong Kui, a figure who strikes fear into the hearts of all demons and monsters. I'm Mr. Yao, and welcome to the Leyenda Yokai channel. Here, I share famous yokai and urban legends. I'm also working on content related to Journey to the West. If you're a fan of these topics, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future videos. Zhong Kui, also revered as the Demon Vanquishing Lord, is a divine figure in Chinese mythology specializing in capturing ghosts and suppressing demons. With a fierce and imposing appearance, he is widely acknowledged in folk tradition as the King of Ghosts, believed to eliminate evil spirits and safeguard households. His image is commonly used as a protective talisman. His weapon of choice is the formidable seven-star sword. In traditional paintings and folklore, Zhong Kui is always depicted sternly facing demons with this mighty blade. It is more than just a sword. It is his ultimate weapon for vanquishing evil spirits and yokai. In addition to his sword, Zhong Kui is frequently depicted majestically riding a tiger in folk art. In Chinese culture, the tiger, revered as the king of all beasts, symbolizes ferocity, authority, and the power to ward off evil. By riding the tiger, Zhong Kui demonstrates not only his command over the fiercest forces, but also his divine role in suppressing demons and patrolling the realms between the living and the dead. The tiger thus stands as a powerful symbol of his status as the king of ghosts. Zhong Kui is often accompanied by bats. In the dark of night, these creatures are quick and agile, able to scout out lurking demons and guide Zhong Kui on his journeys, allowing him to move freely between the realms of yin and yang. In Chinese, the word for bat sounds the same as the word for blessing. So bats have long symbolized good fortune and peace. Because of this, the bats suggest that Zhong Kui not only vanquishes evil, but also brings protection and prosperity. Their sharp instincts and mysterious aura add a layer of auspiciousness and mystique to his already formidable presence. Also known as Zhong Kui is recorded in many ancient texts, such as the unofficial history of Tharn and the origin of things, as a native of Zhongnar Mountain in Shanxi. These records provide clear and reliable accounts of his background and origins. His appearance is fierce, wide glaring eyes, a dark complexion, and a thick beard. Such a visage would frighten children and strike fear into wrongdoers. Despite his rugged exterior, he is loyal and righteous, with a strong-willed, fiery temperament. He values reason and never tolerates evil. According to the biography of Zhong Kui during the Wuder era of the Tharn dynasty, Zhong Kui was a diligent and exceptionally talented scholar determined to serve his country. He set out to travel to the capital and take the imperial examinations. However, coming from a poor family, he lacked the funds for the journey. Fortunately, his close friend from his hometown, Du Ping, generously provided financial support, allowing Zhong Kui to reach Chang'an and pursue his ambitions. With his exceptional talent, Zhong Kui excelled in the imperial examinations, achieving the top rank that should have made him the Zhuang Yuan. However, during the final palace examination, the emperor, displeased with his ugly appearance, revoked his title, insisting that a Zhuang Yuan must possess both talent and good looks. Faced with such blatant injustice, Zhong Kui was filled with anguish. In the silent court, overwhelmed by anger and despair, he chose to make a statement with his death, crashing against a palace pillar and dying on the spot. The emperor was shocked and deeply moved by Zhong Kui's loyalty and righteousness. He ordered a grand burial with all the honors due to a Zhuang Yuan. However, Zhong Kui's story did not end there. After his death, it is said that his righteous spirit moved the heavens. There are two popular versions of how he became a deity. Some say it was King Yama, moved by his loyalty and righteousness, who appointed him as the celestial master in charge of hunting demons, hence his title as the King of Ghosts. Others believe it was the Jade Emperor in heaven, who, feeling that Zhong Kui's talent should not be wasted, personally decreed him the demon vanquishing lord, granting him command over ghostly troops and the power to suppress evil spirits and protect the human world. Either way, Zhong Kui's divine power and renown soon became known throughout the human world. It is said that during the Tianbao era, Emperor Xianzong of Tharn fell ill with a strange disease that resisted all treatment. By day, he was dazed and disoriented, and by night, he was tormented by terrifying dreams. Ghosts would throw bricks and tiles, and the palace was in chaos, leaving the imperial physicians helpless. One night, Xianzong dreamed that a little demon had sneaked into the palace to steal treasures. Just as he was about to shout in anger, a thunderous crash echoed through the sky. A towering, imposing figure descended from above. He wore a tattered hat, a red robe, and a horned sash around his waist. His expression stern and awe-inspiring. With a single step forward, he seized the little demon instantly. Xianzong was stunned and hurriedly asked, "Who are you?" The towering man cupped his hands in respect and replied, "Your servant is Zhong Kui, a scholar of Zhongnar. Years ago, I was denied the top rank in the imperial exams because of my appearance. In anger, I ended my life before the palace throne. After death, the Jade Emperor took pity on me and appointed me demon vanquishing lord over both the realms of the living and the dead, vowing to sweep away all evil spirits and protect the human world." Before he finished speaking, Xianzong awoke with a start. His illness vanished, and his spirit was revitalized. The next day, the emperor summoned the great painter Wu Daozhi and commanded him to bring his dream to life in a painting titled Zhong Kui, Capturing Ghosts. With swift, masterful strokes, Wu Daozhi completed the work. Impressed, Emperor Xianzong hung the painting at the rear palace gate to ward off evil spirits. From that moment, Zhong Kui was no longer seen as a failed scholar but revered as a divine guardian, dedicated to hunting ghosts, subduing demons, and bestowing blessings upon households. Emperor Xianzong even began giving New Year's gifts of Zhong Kui's portraits to his officials for protection. His role is also recorded in Dunhuang manuscripts, such as the New Year's Eve exorcism text, which mentions Zhong Kui as a key figure in grand exorcism ceremonies. With the emperor's endorsement, Zhong Kui's worship spread from the court to the general public. He eventually became firmly established as a door guardian deity, specifically known as the ghost-subduing gate god. Perhaps Zhong Kui's tale isn't as widely known as Sun Wukong's from Journey to the West, Yet he remains one of Chinese folklore's most revered demon slayers. His loyalty and integrity show that even an ordinary person can rise to become a hero who guards the boundaries between heaven and earth. With the monumental success of Black Myth Wukong, we've seen how a classic epic can captivate the world all over again. Perhaps Black Myth Zhong Kui will bring this unique and formidable exorcist legend to life for players around the globe. If you enjoy my channel, please help by hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you won't miss my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you next time.